Oh, I got some thoughts on the freedom movement in Denmark, which is a joke like almost anything else in Denmark. With freedom movement, I mean, people who are like trying to fight, this current, thing that's going on, which is centered the, on YouTube. It's censored, sort of censored, right? So, but this current thing that's going on, and the people trying to fight against it. Um, just have some thoughts about those guys in Denmark. And I'm not saying that there's no controlled opposition outside of Denmark. Of course, there's a lot of controlled opposition also in England. David Icke, for example, and Gareth Icke. I mean, those guys are just ridiculous. But uh, um, in Denmark, for example, I've been going to a lot of demonstrations with Men in Black in Denmark, who is a freedom group, and January 9th, 2021, that was like a battle with the police. And I never experienced any problems with the police in any of, like, I've been to like 10 walks through Copenhagen or something, and I never discovered any problems at all. Anyone engaging in violence against police. And it was all set up uh, by by the authorities that day, with like agents provocateurs, like police agents, like trying to stir up trouble. And then I went to like parties. I went to like parties with people from that environment. And I really don't want anything to do with those guys, because it's just so weak and it's so controlled. And there's this woman called Nana Free, and she has like the female friend who joined her in prison. They were like in prison a couple of months for like being in a demonstration, and like sort of like unclear what they got in prison for. And I asked Nana Fri's female friend, and she said I threw a bottle. No, I threw a can at the police. So I mean that's just crap, Like if you use Occam's razor principle, like the simplest explanation is always true. I mean that's just impossible. I mean, was it an empty bottle, or was it a bottle that wasn't opened, or was it half full, or did it hurt the police? Why did she throw it, and so on? So I think it's pretty obvious these guys are controlled opposition. Uh, and then Free, she really never talks about anything that has anything to do with freedom. She's like against pedophilia. She never talks about freedom as a subject. But uh, and it's normal uh, for the Danish security authorities. It's called Politiets Efterretningstjeneste, our branch of the CIA, FBI, and KGB, and all that. And Mossad is called police investigation task force, and it's normal for them to set up like operations like that. Um, uh, and also another operation by those guys is Lars Krav Andersen, who is just an absolute idiot and psychopath and phony, who's like doing this David Icke thing, you know, like in Denmark. And that guy is just an absolute joke. And then there's Flemming Blicher, who's so really, I really don't like that guy. He's like, he has like this freedom party, and he's like, he just has no emotional content, or almost no emotional content in what he does. You know, he's just, and I just you know, that's what I like about Men in Black, because we go for 10 kilometers through the town, so it's a pretty cool thing to do, instead of being passive in a room. Uh, and I mean, I wouldn't say Men in Black are controlled opposition, and they're just, I don't know, they are. I mean, of course, there's natalism. Natalism is a big part of this, because you know, these Danish retards, they're like, you know, oh, there's a pandemic, and then they're like, oh, but they're gonna kill our children, you know. They're like, yeah, how about being against the pandemic from the start then? Fucking idiots. I mean, it's just so typically Danish. Absolutely disgusting. But I'm not saying Men in Black are controlled opposition. I don't think they are. But I mentioned some other controlled opposition. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna upload this now. But I just want to say about Flemming Blicher. I mean, there are some there are a few instances where he has emotional content, but I mean, what I just find ridiculous about him is that he will like provoke people, and then he'll like be, oh, why are you so aggressive or something? Why are you upset or something? It's like, what the fuck? He doesn't realize this is war. This is warfare. Uh, at one point, he even had to say, "Yeah, I realize this topic raises big emotions." Why does he even have to say that? And then he films himself. He's too much chicken to film other people, so he's just filming his beard. You know, he has a camera up in his, you know, maggot infested beard, and yeah, just really disgusting guy.